Grant, what's your initial feelings after that match?
Disappointed. I thought what we tried to do was working to a certain degree, and we very disappointed with the first goal. We feel it's a blatant foul on Andy Kennan. We thought maybe Huddersfield would have put the ball out. They didn't. They got down the other end. They got a corner. We're defending a corner with 10 men. We still shouldn't concede. There's no question about that. We still shouldn't concede, but we end up doing. And then we rallied. I think we came back into the game with all afternoon. We had some really good passages to play. We got to the second, third, and we just lacked that killer edge. That was the difference for us today. We just didn't. I think the analyst has just told me there was 27, 28 crosses, very good crosses we put into the box today, and we didn't get on the end of any of them. And that's a frustrating element of the game for us today.
I suppose you have to give credit to Huddersfield in that sense, though, because obviously they've got a very tall, physical-looking backline, and they certainly made it difficult for the boys today.
Well, yeah, of course they do, but the balls are right in between the 6-yard box. It's all about movement to score goals there. That's something we have to keep working with the forwards with, and the midfield players about arriving in the box and getting on the end of crosses, because the balls are coming in. I thought in terms of the way we played today, again, between both boxes was really good. We got to attack and third really well, but we just lacked that killer punch, to get that goal. Some unbelievable chances before they scored. The one that Keane had, the one where the keepers come rushing out, and all he has to do is put it in the corner. Usually he would, but it wasn't to be, and we've got to dust ourselves down and go again.
Any disappointment in the way the second goal went in? Yes, it's a moment of magic from their player, but could you argue maybe we could have got out a little bit quicker to it?
Yeah, for sure. We've got a rule at this football club that we don't let people inside us, and we do. But it shouldn't get to that. Greaves is going to be a top player, the kid, and he knows himself. He should have just put the ball in the stand. It shouldn't have been a corner, but we should still defend the corner better. A second phase drops to Holmes, and we just let him come inside, and credit to him, it's a good strike, but it shouldn't happen.
Yeah, and like you say there about Greaves having a very good game today, there was moments in the game for each individual where they showed a touch of class. Maybe you've got to knit these moments together to get the right result.
Yeah, look, this is a tough league, and when you get opportunities and moments in games, you have to take them. We've been guilty of it a lot this season, up to a point. Performance levels have been good, but we just don't seem to be getting that killer edge. Well, we didn't today anyway. Where you need that, that little bit of luck to come on your side, and you need somebody to get across it from post in the middle centre half. We couldn't have done much more in terms of creating opportunities today, but we just didn't take them. And we'll assess it, we'll look at it, and we'll try and regroup and go again on Wednesday.
I know it's straight after the game, but what do you feel maybe the main focus going into that big crucial game against Peterborough? Yeah,
it's obviously the next one. It's we'll focus like we do in every game and try and go and get 3 points. We want to try and follow up what we did at the last time. We were at the MKM with 2 decent results. And we have to try and win our home games this season. There's no getting away from that. But we're all disappointed today. We felt we could come here and get a result, but we give ourselves a mountain to climb. Obviously, with going 1-0 down in the first 10 minutes or so, and not taking our opportunities when they came.
Jacob, really appreciate your time. What's the players feeling in the dressing room after that performance?
Disappointing, very disappointed. It's hardly anything in the game. I don't think Matty's had much to do in open play, and it's 2 set pieces again. We'll have to watch him back and learn from it, but it's not good enough. We've got to grow up and wisen up in defending our box from set pieces. And unfortunately, that's all that's in the game. 2 goals from set pieces, and we're fighting an uphill battle. You mentioned those set pieces there. It must have you pulling your hair out as a centre half that from set pieces goals are going in. Yeah, it's really disappointing. I think the first one's a goal mouth scramble, and then the second one is putting in the top corner from the edge of the box. But there's definitely things that we can do before that to improve and to not put ourselves in them situations. Yeah, but any goal to concede is disappointing, but a set piece goal is definitely even more disappointing. Fans here, and I assume a lot of people watching the game, would probably have you up there as our man of the match today, or certainly in the top 3. That must make it hurt a little bit more, knowing that you've tried to do your part today and you're heading on the coach home with nothing. Yeah, it's disappointing. I think we've all given it our all out there for the fans. It's a derby, and unfortunately we just didn't get that goal to give us something. But yeah, I thought the fans were excellent today. like the 12th man, kind of brilliant behind the goal. It's just unfortunate we couldn't get a goal, because I think if we got a goal early in the second half, the despair is on all the way to get the 3 points.
From a player's perspective, what positives do you take today?
None, really. I don't think there's none we can take. I think maybe we got into their final third with quite a lot of ease, but it's easy when they sit behind the ball after they've scored the first goal. It's easy to get up there when they're just sitting in and defending the crosses. I think we put a lot of crosses in and didn't get on the end of many. I can't remember us troubling the keeper too many times. So yeah, it's very disappointing, but we'll debrief it Monday, and hopefully we can try and take a few positives out of the game.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem too far away from the performance today that you can turn it around and reclaim and repeat what happened against Middlesbrough before the international break.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with you. I think that first goal's massive, and today away from home, coming to a stadium like this with 17,000 in the stadium, it's tough when they get 1-0 up and get the tails up, but to be fair to us, I think we kind of rode the storm quite well, and had a few chances in the first half, but we just didn't like that final quality. But yeah, there's definitely things we can take from these games. We tried to take stuff that we did in the Middlesbrough game, but unfortunately we just couldn't put it into practice.
And the last one on your own individual performances this season. Obviously it's a step up for you coming into the Championship. How are you finding life in the Championship?
Yeah, it's difficult, I think, the Championship, but I think I've done alright in some of the games. Unfortunate not to keep a few more clean sheets, which we could have. We don't concede too many shots, but I think that we're just maybe a little bit of a soft touch at the minute where we need to improve. We've got a lot of young players, but that's no excuse. Me and Dee both 21 at the back, but I feel like we've dealt with it alright. Yeah, but as I said, hopefully can keep learning and keep learning the league, and then as a team, really, because I think we're quite inexperienced as a team, and me as an individual as well, not played too many games in the Championship, so it's different, but I think I'm learning every game, and some of my performances have been decent, but there's definitely a lot to work on.